Hi guys, welcome to another beautiful day. My name is Obinje and this is the Obinje O Talk where we talk about love, life, marriage, relationship and everything that has to do with that. So if you see me for the first time, please subscribe to this channel, turn on your post notification, give this video a thumbs up, and to my returning subscribers, thank you for always, sticking for me. So today, what are we talking about? We're going to be talking about Funke Akindele and JJC's marriage saga. As you all know, there has been this rumor of trouble in paradise. That's trouble in her marriage and in their marriage. Yes, there has been this rumor, and this is because of the series of video posts that her stepson, that is JJC's son from his other woman, has been, coming online insinuating that all is not well in the marriage. Also, there has been rumor of cheating, infidelity, and all of that in the marriage. Well, there has been a confirmation, yes, that everything has not always been as they have been putting out for we to see. And this is because JJC himself came out some days ago and let the public know that marriage with him and Funke at the moment, not divorce, but more or less like a separation because he has not been in the house. I'm going to leave the post here so that we can read it. So honestly speaking, every time I hear that there's a separation or there's a breakup or something of that nature in a marriage, honestly speaking, I'm not happy about it. Even when I get to, the root cause of the problem, I'm not happy in the sense that these are two people that came together for whatever it was worth and decided that they should, start a family, go that journey of marriage. Yes, I know that there are certain things we would not tell people to tolerate in marriage. One of those things, violence, domestic violence, cheating, and all of that, that kind of thing. So if indeed cheating is one of the reasons why this marriage has been put on hold, good and fine, because I'm not going to advise someone to continue a marriage that is infidelity, because you are not just putting yourself at risk, you are also putting your children, your family members, it could be your brothers, your sisters, your siblings at risk in the sense that when you come down with STDs or whatever it is, that the end result of it, the pain you are going to go through as a wife or a husband, your family members or your siblings, your children are also going to feel that mental pain with you. So yes, those are root causes that you can say, okay, these people should go their separate ways. But remember that, yes, JJC did come out to tell us that he's been out of the house. Neither he nor Funke has come out to tell us what is the problem that this marriage has, gone this way. But one of the what will I call it, one of the root causes, or should I say one of the focal point, could be that stepson that was living in their house, because the boy said rather too much. And if an adult of that his magnitude or nature can come out and say those things that he said, one can only imagine what he might have been dishing inside the house. You understand what I'm saying? So I can understand on Funke's part that I'm getting married to somebody who I am fully aware has children from another woman, and yes, because I love you, I'm going to accept and take whatever it is that comes with you. Some people would say her biggest mistake, and I think to an extent I would agree with those people, her biggest mistake was allowing the children to come stay with her in her house. These are not toddlers that you would say, okay, they need their father every now and then with them. This boy, from what I see, is a mature boy who, of course, can stay with his mother. And if for whatever reasons he needs his father, the father can go see him. But that you bring an adult into your house, you can only, imagine the danger that you are going to be faced with. So what I'm saying is that this boy might have been one of the contributing factors to the problem. Mark my word, I said contributing. That is to say that they also have their own internal issues. But this boy also played a role in it. Of course, what would you expect? It's usually difficult to see that a stepchild will like the stepmom. Now, I'm not exonerating Funke of any wrongdoings. Of course, nobody's perfect. So if the boy had his bad sides, definitely Funke had bad sides. But in this scenario, she is your father's wife. Whether you like it or not, you cannot take it. So that is the angle of the boy in their marriage. Now, the reason why I decided to talk about this video today, this JJC's announcement about he and Funke having a separation, is the fact that when he released that post, or he uploaded that post on his Instagram, sorry, you know that we are the online in-laws to most of these celebrities. We are their in-laws, and whenever they dish out informations like that, the best thing that we do is that we come and talk about it, we go and write about it. So as I am talking about the marriage, that is the way a lot of people had written about this recent development. And I must say that when I was going through most of the write-up on Facebook, I was I was disappointed, because this is somebody's marriage who more or less has crashed. The tendency is that these two people would reconcile is I think should I put below average, because most times when marriage crashes based on this magnitude, their chances of them coming back together is very slim. So what I'm saying is that when I was reading people's write-up about their people analyzing their marriage, I kind of felt disappointed, because the way I looked at it, people were celebrating in disguise that this marriage had crashed. People were celebrating in disguise, and I'm going to explain what I mean that people were actually celebrating in disguise. There were different, diverse opinions about the breakup about this couple, and in all of these diverse opinions, there was a focal point coming from different angles, or should I say from both angles. I want to generalize it as both angles, the angles of the men and the angle of the women. Now let me take, for instance, the angle of the men. Most men, when that talked about this breakup, that commented about this breakup, majority of the things that they had to say was that, how can JJC pack into a woman's house? So they were saying that, yes, in disguise, he got what was coming his way. How can you, a man that will marry a woman, pack into a woman's house? I know people have their different opinions. People see things differently. But from where I'm sitting, honestly speaking, some people will say maybe it's because I'm a woman. But what I'm trying to say is that I don't see a problem if a man moves into a woman's house when they get married. Because you see, this thing about love, you don't tell the heart who to love and who not to fall in love with. It just happens. You get it? Now, in all ramifications, JJC is not, I wouldn't liken him to be a poor man, no. So that's to say that obviously he could have gotten them a house. Now, when you look at Funke's house, if you have your privilege to see her house, you know that is a good house, an already established house. I don't know if JJC had an established house in Nigeria. I don't know. But for whatever it is and whatever it was worth, they decided that if they were once they got married, it was best they just remain in that house. It was no wrongdoing from his side. It was no wrongdoing from Funke's side either. These are the things that happen when you fall in love, you get married. So like I was saying, a lot of men were focusing on the issue that how can JJC move into a woman's house? How can you move into a house that a woman might have bought with her money, or she is paying the rent, and think that if anything goes wrong, she's not going to kick you out of the house? They completely ignored the bone of contention, which is that a marriage has crashed, or a marriage is about to crash. Now let's move over to the side of women. Women were also jubilating in disguise that Funke has done what men used to do to women. As in, a man will tell a woman, pack out of my house, or he will bundle her back to her father's house. You get what I'm saying? Women were celebrating. If you walk the streets of Facebook, you'll see that's the only thing that women were talking about, hailing Funke, because to them, Funke had done the thing that has never been heard of. The thing that even if it was going to happen, when? Celebrating in disguise that somebody's marriage has crashed. And when I was going through so many of the posts, I couldn't but feel disappointed, because I'm like, this is somebody's marriage, this is somebody's life, this is somebody's family that has ended, and all you people can think of is that, yes, Funke has thrown JJC out of her house. Unlike before, when it is a man that will throw a woman out of his house, irrespective of the fact that he is the one that has the problem, he is the one who is cheating, he is the one who is beating the woman, all those kind of things. People were jubilating that, yes, Funke cannot be housing him in her house and he will be cheating on her. Yes, butt out, that kind of stuff. Yes, I'm not saying that if your husband is cheating on you, you should throw a blind eye to it, or you shouldn't do the needful. You should do the needful, because, like I said early on, whatever happens, you, your family, your children are going to be at the receiving end of it. But what I'm saying is that somebody's marriage has ended or is likely to end. And of course, we, the online in-laws that couldn't care more or less, all we did was to turn it into a battle of semantics, a battle of who is right and who is wrong, forgetting that there was or there is an existing problem on the ground. Now, let me pause and let you guys know that, see, it is not new to man. It is not new to woman. It is not new in the relationship, sector, that when people go their separate ways, that they will not reconcile. If you think that these people, with all this that has happened, they will not reconcile, then you are dreaming. You get it? Because I want to believe they still love, friendship in that marriage. They are just passing through a phase. And if two of them sit down and say that they want each other, they will sit down, discuss and solve their differences and come back together. And whatever is their root cause of problem, they will trash it. If it is infidelity, if it is this, if it is that, if it is whatever it is, they will trash it and learn how to manage it. But what I'm just saying is that a lot of people came online with their bitterness, and that's the word I'm going to use, with their bitterness, with their anger, with their envy, jubilating that Funke, see, it wasn't even JJC, it was just all about Funke, that Funke has thrown JJC out of her house. They were jubilating in disguise, and I want to tell you what that disguise is. A lot of people were happy that her marriage had ended, because Funke seems, or let's not even use the word themes, Funke has more than enough, more than what you have, financially, whatever, not necessarily, yes, for some people it's financially, for some people it could be anything, for some people it could be just the fact that Funke seems to be, progressing in her endeavors, and they sit down in their little corner envying her. She seems to be the epitome of that woman who is having everything working out for her. This is Funke that was married 2 times before. How can a woman that was married 2 times before, divorced twice, come and marry JJC, and the marriage is moving as if everything is working well for her? How can this same woman give birth to twins after years of, childlessness? So it looks as if everything is working for Funke. So some people are actually happy that, oh, after all, you are not even as perfect as we were thinking. So out of the bitterness of their heart, they take to their keyboards and begin to type nonsense. I want to say nonsense, that Funke is the role model to women who are in marriages, telling them that you can actually throw a man out of your house, forgetting that somebody's marriage is almost gone, almost destroyed. And you see, what makes me, should I say confused, or what amazes me, is that given the same situation on ground, majority of these women will not even do that. They are using needle and thread to patch their marriage because they know that they need that man. Why is it that you see that there are many women that write anonymous letters to all these groups about their marriages, how, what to do, what not to do? Because in their heart of heart, they don't want to let go of that their marriage. In their heart of heart, they don't even have the strength to walk out of that marriage. They don't even have the liver should in case that man even says, pack out of my house. But they are here jubilating, telling you that yes, don't take nonsense, don't take shit, don't take nothing from any man. I'm not saying that you should take nonsense from a man because you're married to him. I'm not saying that you should take nonsense from a woman because you are married to her. What I'm saying is that when somebody's marriage crashes, the least you can do is try to show some form of empathy towards this couple, because for whatever reasons these people got married, there was a time that they were in love. There was a time that they were building castles in the air. There was a time they were naming their chicks before they hatched. There was a time that they had goals together. There was a dream. There was a future these people had, just the way you had or you are having a future with that person. If your marriage were to crash, will you be happy that people are using you as the role model to walking out of a marriage or pushing a man out of your marriage, or you kicking your wife out of your marriage? Let's put ourselves in Funke's shoes. Every night she's going to lie on her bed and cry some tears and come out tomorrow and pretend to be the strong woman, because that is the person she has been showing to you. But the real person is crying on her bed. You people are putting her as your role model, your whatever, but she's tearing up on her bed. If you were in her shoes, would you like it when people sit down and don't feel your pain? That's just what I'm talking about. Will you like it when people don't understand what you're going through? Will you like it when people don't feel that pain you're going through? Like I said, none of them has come out to say what exactly is the cause of their breakup. But they don't owe you or me any explanation as to why they are going their separate ways. They don't owe any of us that explanation. But be that as it may be, we should try to, empathize with them. We should try to walk through what they are going and not make it into a gender war, because that is what it has turned to, a gender war. Why should JJC pack into her house? Yes, Funke does not take shit. All of that. Honestly, when I read that letter, when that confirmation came out that indeed this marriage had been going through some crisis, I felt bad. I felt sad for them because of all their dreams are going to be trashed away. I felt sad. But like I would always say, whatever their case is, whatever the situation is on the ground, they should try and, resolve their differences. Even if their differences doesn't, have them coming back together as husband and wife, they can continue as friends for the sake of what they once shared and for the children that are involved, because this couple do have twins. So for the sake of their children, they can resolve their differences so that everybody is a winner, everybody is happy and mentally stable, should in case they want to get into other relationships. They are not going to be carrying baggages alongside with them or whatever. So I do hope that they both draw strength from wherever and solve their differences, and life continues. So if you did watch this video to this level, to this point, I want to thank you for stopping by watching, and I hope that you did like this video. Even if you didn't like it, not problem, but I just want to thank you. And don't forget to please subscribe to Obinje Old Talk. If you're yet to subscribe, turn on your post notification, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll be back with another beautiful video on love, life, and marriage. Until then, bye.